Moods mercilessly attack me from time to time, and I'm beholden to them until they've moved on. Such was the case yesterday. I decided it was time to get rid of stuff, of junk, of clutter, to cleanse myself from items that were too old and from a different chapter of my life. I targeted one particular closet that over the years had become the dumping ground for things my wife and I didn't know what to do with. Much of it had been forgotten, and going through it was a mixture of the small smiles associated with brief trips down memory lane, along with puzzling questions of why didn't this get tossed out years ago? I put 3 big bags of junk in the trash and created a nice pile of stuff for goodwill. I was making progress, plowing forward, chopping wood. In a forgotten drawer, I found an old Sony video camera. Later, in another drawer, I was surprised to find its matching power cord. I plugged the camera in, and it slowly came to life. I figured it may be sellable to some eBay buyer somewhere, so I started taking pictures of it to post when I saw it had a videotape in it. It took a while to remember how to remove the tape, but then I thought, what's on this? I put the tape back in, rewound it, and pressed play. About 8 or 9 years ago, my young children found this camera. They had reversed the view screen so they could watch themselves as they danced for the camera, as they sang for the camera. They directed each other. They talked to each other while they were off screen, with my wife and me nowhere around, the camera recording the whole time. It was a peek into their world that my wife and I were integrally a part of at their age, but were nowhere near as they filmed. It was a treasure. The emotions that I felt as I watched are hard to put into words. It was a combination of surprise, of joy, of regret that I hadn't recognized the joy of that time in my children's lives. I could see how they had now grown up so much, but I can still recognize them as children. I felt curiosity of what will happen to them next, and wonder at who they'll become. I wanted to share these videos with the whole world and scream, "Look at what I found." I watched it a second time, and was left with an awareness of all that has come and gone, and all that is yet to come. And for a while, I sat. Then I returned the camera to the drawer and shut the drawer, hoping to be surprised, overjoyed, regretful, proud, and maybe even heartbroken, at times lost, when I stumble on that video and watch it again someday, far in the future. I'm Cam Marston, and I'm just trying to keep it real. To hear more of my Keeping It Real commentaries, enter Keeping It Real with Cam Marston into your Facebook search bar, or search for Keeping It Real with Cam Marston at your favorite podcast site.